coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Atlanta Falcons. "22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance." And off we go from Tampa.
Takes it at the 7.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing to start the drive. James. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Austin Eckler, 82 yards. And the Bucs are on the board here first in the season opener. Well, CD, you know, with receivers, we talk about their speed, great hands. It's tough to quantify elusiveness, but they say he has great elusiveness, and he showed it right there with a run after the catch.
And I think this is what the early proponents of the forward pass were thinking about. Get it to a receiver and have him do some work afterwards in order to create the big play we just saw there.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, it's Coates. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing to start the drive. Watkins. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Back to throw. Watkins. He'll drop it off to McAllister as running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Now here's a throw that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Off play action. Watkins throwing middle, and it's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Forced out to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. extra point right down the middle.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
From the 6. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Second down at 4.
A handoff, it's Eckler. Down the numbers, there he goes. The 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Austin Eckler, his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Buccaneers on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
The CD, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category. But that deserves a couple exclamation points.
And the thing that stood out to me was his ability to continue through the initial contact. How many times do we see runners get slowed up and not get what they can on a run because of that first contact? But he kept the compass pointing in the right direction, kept the legs churning, and turned this into a huge play.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on next-gen stats.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
They go play action here on first down. Rolling to it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Looking to throw. James
winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And that is incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has zero answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Taking it in from 2 yards out as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
No, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, they look like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his second extra point here in the first half. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. On the return, it's Coates.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every...
Oh, wide open, complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. It's a big play there for Atlanta.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Off the play fake, Watkins. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Irv Smith Jr. from 21 yards away. And the Falcons draw a bit closer.
We're still in the first quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him because right now he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list. How do you slow him down? They're going to have to mix up some coverages, maybe change who's guarding him.
Extra point splits the uprights. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here is Eckler. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And I have to think that when this play began, the running back thought to himself that this looks promising, but that feeling certainly didn't last very long. Super play defensively to lock in on the best route to his target, and he stopped him for no gain.
And the final number here in terms of the top speed that he hit, absolutely absurd. Next-gen stats has him at better than 23 miles an hour on that one.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Back to throw. James. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll make it second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Off play action. Watkins. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons are an extra point away from moving out in front. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. He couldn't get away there on third down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Falcons will be taking over first and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing on first down, Watkins. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Smith. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Jamar Chase there to make the grab. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8.
Falcons 28, Buccaneers 20.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not at all.
Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call. But they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
He's going to let it go again. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. On 1st and 10, Watkins. Smith catches left side. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Off the play fake, Watkins. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Now a throw here, hauled in. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Caught right side, Davis. Touchdown! From 21 yards away.
And the Falcons are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
And on this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running, because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Buccaneers, 20.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. James. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try to cut down the length of the drive.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watkins. He finds Watson. It's caught. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
To throw on 2nd down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
On third down, Watkins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. Now the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. Back to throw. Watkins. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. James off play under a heavy rush, and down he goes. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. Now James throwing on 3rd and long. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off play action. Watkins. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Falcons are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Point after try forthcoming. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Next score, Falcons 42, Buccaneers 20.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. 101 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. Going on the ground with Eckler. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
operating from the gun. James. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Off the play fake. Watkins. Catch is made here by Yr7 Jr. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Looking to throw. Watkins. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bucs will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
They have still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll run for it with Eckler, and he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2. He barely got back to the line of scrimmage. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory Not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. On third down, here's Eckler. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great.